Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is a quotation of Voltaire, that is, common sense is not very common. Common sense is not so common. Francois Marie Arouet, Nom de Plume, Voltaire. First of all, we would look at the history of this quotation. Voltaire quoted this in his famous book of 1764, Dictionnaire philosophique pour rêve. It means a pocket philosophical dictionary which was written by Voltaire. He quoted this in that dictionary. First of all, importance of common sense and its concept. What is common sense and what is its concept? First of all, the concept of common sense is that it is prevalent and it should be present in everyone. Whereas we see that common sense is not very common. Common sense is not so common as must be found in the people, but most of the people lack common sense. Therefore, Voltaire in 1764 said this in his Dictionary of Philosophy. Next, despite its name, common sense is not universally possessed and its scarcity is significant. We see that its name is common sense, which should be present in all. What is common sense? First of all, that when the people are able to make the informed, correct decisions on a right place, that is common sense. For an instance, in a very difficult situation, one person who is the head of the family, he has to take any sort of decision. If that head of the family is able to take that decision properly, which has less harms than the benefits, it means that that family member or the head of the family is a person who possesses a good sense of common sense. Otherwise, as we usually see, the people lack common sense. In difficult situations, because of their emotions, they make those decisions which are very harmful for them. For instance, if a fight is going on, if a war is going on, at that time the prudent decision would be that a person should withdraw from the war. A person should keep silence during a quarrel. What the people do is that not going according to the common sense, but they always think it rational to be over or to fight more fiercely in any kind of quarrel. So that means that that nation or that specific tribe or whatever it is, they lack the common sense. Another example would also be there that if there are a lot of people who are fighting, now it depends upon the situation, it depends upon the nation or the tribe or the community of the people, how or what type of people they are. If they are prudent, educated people, what will happen? All the people will try to leave that place. If they are uneducated, warmonger people, they would try to get the people to, they would try to fire the quarrel even more. Thus, the situation will worsen and the people will fight more and more. Usually, we see that common sense is not so common in the quarrels or wherever the people are, the other people which are in surrounding areas, in the adjacent areas, they say the people to fight more. They say them do not fight, but the meaning of their saying is to fight even more. They depict that the nations or communities are not fine, uneducated, illiterate, warmongers, or what the word that would be specific over here would be Yahoo. They are the Yahoos who like fighting a lot. Next one is definition. What is the definition of common sense? Common sense means sound judgment. When a person is able to make a fine decision, that is called sound judgment. Common sense is practical wisdom. Wisdom, one is in theories. For example, we say that we should not fight. Wisdom which is in theories is that in books we study that we should not fight, fighting is bad. And practical wisdom means that when any kind of quarrel is happening, when anyone is abusing you, when anyone is trying to fight with you, you leave that fight, and that is a practical wisdom. So common sense means the practical wisdom that we have to apply on the spot when it is needed in the life. Next thing is the ability to make informed decisions, that is common sense. These are three important things that define common sense. One, sound judgment. Two, practical wisdom. And three, to make informed decisions. I told earlier that if any kind of worse situation is going on, we have two options. We have only one option. For an instance, we have that one option to go in the way that either we have 100% losses and we completely satisfy our anger, 100% loss. For example, we kill another person and we would have complete loss of another person also, of our own self also, but our anger will be satisfied, our envy, our bias will be satisfied, and we have another chance that we should completely ignore, forget that person, apologize that person whatever he has done, and then our respect will be damaged for a short period of time. Now we have these two ways, but if we look at both of these ways with a what we call a cold mind, a cool mind, we would come to know that the second decision was more of a common sense, and those decisions which the people make on the spot very suddenly, and they think that we have made a great feat, we have performed a great feat of honor, that is almost every time in a loss. What would happen if you apologize and forgive someone? It will happen so that that person would think at the end of the time that this person was great. Yeah, at the proper time, maybe some people, according to their less and mean kind of common sense, would say you that why did you not do anything, or why did you not take revenge. But revenging in Islam is also prohibited, so it should not be done. Apart from that, our holy prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also has one hadith. He says that if by forgetting your respects diminishes, take that respect from me on the day of judgment. So going on the track of Islam, that teaches us the way of common sense. We have not to quarrel and we have to apologize all the people. So definition of common sense: sound judgment, practical wisdom, and ability to make informed decisions, proper decisions, which we may think that now it's improper, but in the long run we have lots of benefits. Next one is association of common sense to intuition, experience, and critical thinking. What is intuition first of all, and then we would talk about their association. Intuition, which mostly the people call the sixth sense. Intuition means that when anything wrong is going to happen, we suddenly know that something is going to happen. When we have to take a decision, we know that we have two choices and both are the bad choices. Intuition tells us that this might be better for us. So taking in consideration your intuition, taking in consideration your experience of life, and critical thinking, these are the things which are related to common sense. Your intuition, experience, and critical thinking. What's critical thinking now? We would also come towards experience. First, let's define what is critical thinking. Critical thinking means that you have any decision or you have to take any matter and you think about it by all perspectives. Whatever perspectives, aspects of that decision you are able to think about, you think about all those decisions and after that you take a decision. So common sense is very much associated with three important things: your experience, critical thinking, and the third thing is your intuition, which are very important and related to common sense. If a person has to have common sense, he must take work from these three of the things: intuition, experience, and the third one is your experience, critical thinking. Now, scarcity of common sense. We see in our world there is a lot of scarcity of common sense. People say that they should have common sense, or the people on very petty matters think that he lacks from common sense, he has no common sense. For an instance, if someone instructs you to place a marker on the table, so you would place a marker on the table. Simply to put it, it would be so that if a person asks you, how should I put the marker on the table, with right hand or left hand, it would be very much bad. We would think that you have no common sense. With whatever hand you keep the marker on the table, it's completely okay. That is just a little example of common sense, or a person who lacks common sense. We note who and what kind of people have scarcity of common sense in these little matters. But if we go on a broader sense, on the international or national perspective, most of our politicians, most of our statesmen, or whatever officials, whatever higher authorities are there, they lack common sense very much. In the administration of the city as well, we see that first roads are made, and then again the roads are dug for making any kind of drains or whatever, these sewage system. So this is what there is lack of common sense in our society, and because of which we incur lots of losses and damages. Factors contributing to the scarcity of common sense. Now, why do we lack common sense? We described earlier that we lack common sense. We have scarcity of common sense. Why do we lack common sense? What are the factors because of which we lack common sense? There are lots of reasons why we have scarcity of common sense, and the first among them is emotions. Most of the times we are completely drained, we are completely wet by the emotions, because of which we lack common sense. Sometimes we are sad, we make a wrong decision. Sometimes we are too much happy, we make a wrong decision. Sometimes we are anxious, there is a wrong decision again. In every emotion, when the emotions drench us completely, at that time we are more prone to make the incorrect decisions, and those decisions which are against the common sense. Biases, we have jealousy, envy, bias against someone or some group, any kind of group. At that time also we forget our common sense, and the common sense is afraid to come even near to us. Next one is anger. Anger also is a factor that contributes to the scarcity of common sense. Happiness, if we become overly happy, then again we make a wrong decision. Anxiety, any sort of anxiety, personal anxiety, anxiety related to work, etc. Stress, sometimes we have a lot of stress of work, and at the workplace we make such a wrong decision. We start to quarrel with the boss, someone starts to quarrel with anyone. So that is also one of the factors that is a factor that makes us go away from the common sense. And depression, if a person has a short term or long term depression, because of it he loses his common sense completely. Any disorders, mental or physical disorders, can also contribute in losing our common sense completely. Personal interest, sometimes when we have personal interests, like for an instance, we have the common sense that at the office we have to do such works for which our office is. For example, we are in anti-corruption office, and anti-corruption office we must make all the decisions that root out, exterminate corruption from our country. Whereas we see that there is my personal interest, and when personal interest comes, then we forget the common sense, and we think that I should have the utmost benefits from this person or whatever criminal organization or whatever it is. So the people forget common sense in the helm of personal interest. These all things like emotions, biases, anger, happiness, anxiety, stress, depression, any disorders, and personal interest completely cloud our judgment. And when our judgment is clouded, we cannot make informed decisions. And when we are unable to make the informed decisions, it means we lack common sense. Another reason is lack of education. When people are less educated, they make such decisions, they make such talks which are devoid of common sense. Education is the most important thing to have common sense. Without a proper education, a person cannot have common sense. Critical thinking skills, the lack of critical thinking skills also is a factor that contributes to the scarcity of common sense. Critical thinking skills, as we mentioned earlier, to see one thing, one decision, one matter, one issue, one problem from different aspects. For an instance, we look at a marker or we look at the sanitizer. If someone looks it from here, there will be ingredients, warning, caution, storage, and whatever things are there. And if a person stands from here, here will be a different perspective. And if a person stands from here, from this side, he would have a different perspective. A person sees it from above, he would have a different perspective. A person sees it from below, he would have a different perspective. In this way, when a person has proper education and he has critical thinking skills, it means that that person has a different viewpoint and different perspectives about a single thing. Single thing but different aspects to see. Next thing, exposure to diverse perspectives. Now we see over here that those people who have less experience of life or have lived a life that is very limited to home or school or college, they have very limited thinking and very limited common sense. Whereas those people who have a varied experience of life, they have different various experiences of life, like he has traveled a lot, he has lived in different parts of the country and city of the world as well, so he would think it differently, he would have a different common sense. And very importantly, if a person has read a lot of books, he would also have a wider common sense. He would think that if he is making this sort of things and if he wants to live his life according to this way, it's completely okay, because everyone has a chance to live their life according to howsoever they want to live. These all things are there that contribute to the scarcity of common sense. Now, consequences of scarcity of common sense. What will be the result if a society, a country, a state, a province, an area, a community has lack of common sense? What will be the consequences and results? Then the people will be poor decision makers. They will make poor decisions. They will not have the ability to make fine decisions if they lack common sense. Furthermore, there will be lots of conflicts. Every person will fight with each other. There will be a tribal system, familial system, and different kind of systems in which the people's minds will be involved and they would start fighting with each other because of lack of education and lack of common sense. Poor decision making, conflicts, and a lot of social problems. On petty matters, the people would start quarreling, and these quarrels would end up ending the lives of lots of people. These are very limited things that have been described. How common sense is, what are the consequences of common sense. Besides that, if one ponders about them, one would get a lot of points that what are the consequences of common sense. Importance of critical thinking and education. As we described earlier, that we have lack of common sense because of critical thinking skills are less and education is less. Now, if we bring critical thinking skills and education, so we would have a better common sense. Furthermore, we see that the education system of Pakistan mostly covers those things which are on claim, rote learning. One thing is memorized and that is told like a parrot. One thing is memorized, that is told like a parrot. It is just parroting, just cramming, just remembering the things and telling. There is lack of common sense. It is 21st century and the mode of teaching of 21st century has changed considerably from the earlier centuries. While we see that at that time cramming and rote learning was in vogue and was appreciated too, now it's not the time of that. Now is the time for critical thinking skills, when the people are able to think about different kind of things with different perspectives and aspects. Media literacy. Telling the people how to use media, telling the people which things are fact on media and which things are real on media, that would also add to the common sense of the people. So media literacy is also very important in order to increase the common sense and critical thinking and education of the people. Communication also incorporates and communication skills also help us to improve our common sense. For example, we talk to different people. These different people have different mindsets about different things. And after that, when we know about the mindsets of a lot of people, we would know that if this person has this perspective of thinking, that is right according to what he thinks. So we would not be we would not feel opposing to his viewpoints, that if he is saying so, why is he saying so? Because we know that there are reasons behind such thinking of that person. And discussions, because of discussions also our common sense improves. Role of experience and intuition is our another thing which we described earlier as well. Experience and intuition, sometimes our mind tells us something that this thing can be proper in this way. Sometimes our experience says that once when I have experienced something in my past like this, now is the time to improve it like this, because it is said that history always teaches. So the experience of a person is just like the history in the books. If history in the books teaches us how to lead our country, so the experience of us should also lead us how to lead our life. Cultural and social influences on common sense. Now that is a negative as well as a positive point. Cultural and social influences. If a culture is fine and good, so common sense will be good and fine. If a society is good, fine, and it will have better influences on the life of people. For instance, there are people who are well educated in a particular area. The other people who are not literate, according to them, they will also adopt their thinking. For example, there is one city. In that city, lots of people have a better way of speaking, have good way of speaking and communication skills. So the rest of the people who did not learn it from the official sources from which the previous people learned, now these people will also adopt those methods of speaking, those methods of mannerism, etc. So it means that influences on common sense of culture and society are good as well as wrong. Recommendations to promote common sense. Now, how to improve our common sense? That is a recommendation for all the people, for you people, that how to improve your common sense and how to have a better common sense. First of all, the common sense can improve by engaging in lifelong learning. There is a quotation which says that life never stops teaching. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching. So, never stop learning. Keep on learning. You are a student of 5 class, matric, intermediate, graduation, masters, MPhil, PhD, or you have completed all your education 2-3 times. Till your day of the life counts, continue learning, because life never stops teaching. Newspapers, magazines, books, novels, whatever comes through your way, it is always a good thing to read them. It is said that a person who reads a book lives one lifetime more than a person who does not. So read more and more books. Critical thinking skills. Critical thinking should be adopted, and widespread knowledge. Knowledge of everything. Everything. Knowledge of how to run a school, knowledge of how to study in academy, how to study in tuition, knowledge of how a business is run, knowledge of everything should be learned in all the possible ways. And different experiences and reflective practice. Experience differently. Whatever comes through your life, just experience it. Go into it, learn it, and experience yourself. And then reflective practice. What you do, whatever you do, in whatever way you are doing, reflect over it. Think about it, whether it was right or wrong, to improve your common sense. So Voltaire says rightly that common sense is not so common. Thank you so much.